So first we're going to start by measuring our hard oils into one container. Be exact in your measuring. So if you have to take out a tiny piece, then do it. It's okay to measure all your hard oils into one container as long as you can tell them apart. I did speed this video up 2 times, but I'm trying to make it so you can tell how long this process really is. It's almost painstaking doing it little by little, just so you get it accurate. Now we're going to start measuring our liquid oils. If you're a beginner, I recommend that you measure each oil individually into a separate container. When you have the correct amount, then you can pour all your liquid oils together into one. We're doing the heat transfer method today, and when I'm doing such a small batch like this, I often don't get enough heat from the lye to melt all my hard butters and oils like cocoa butter and shea butter. That's why I'm keeping the hard oils and the liquid oils separate. I like these little squeeze tubes for getting it accurate when I'm measuring my oils, especially if you're just doing 1 drop at a time. It gives you more control for precision. I love colloidal oatmeal soap. So this is just a simple, unscented, uncolored colloidal oatmeal soap. Stirring it with my little mini mixer. Here I'm measuring out the distilled water. You can use other liquids too, like milk, wine, coffee, people even use beer. Personal protective equipment on. Make sure you're wearing full goggles, not just the glasses type, long sleeves, and gloves. Be careful when you're pouring the lye. You do not want to breathe the powder. And when you combine it with the water, don't breathe the fumes from the chemical reaction either. Be very precise in measuring the lye. That is so important. And here's where some of the fumes can happen. It gets hot very quickly. Look at that temperature. Oftentimes it can go all the way up to 230 degrees in just a matter of seconds. You really want to stir it until the lye is clear, but because this is such a small batch, I added it a little earlier than I typically would. I want that heat to melt all of those hard butters and oils. This is where it's helpful to know the melting point of your fats. Cocoa butter, for example, has a higher melting point than some of my other oils. So I'm using my spatula here to try and break up any of the larger chunks so they'll melt better. I'm going to just keep stirring and stirring until there's no more chunks. It's all fluid now, so I'm stirring the oatmeal oils, the liquid oils, and I'm adding those to my solid with the lye. Scraping all the sides because I don't want to waste any. Then I'm going to stir these a couple times before I stick blend. So I'm going to make sure it's on low. I've burped my stick blender, and here I'm really just pulsing it a few times and then kind of stirring it. I'm not running it the whole time. I'm also looking at what it looks like on the bell of my stick blender. I'm looking for what's called emulsion, which is where you cannot see beadlets of separation between the oils and the water. You don't want the separation. So now I'm also looking for the different thickness or trace. So this is a nice good trace. It's not too thick, nor is it too thin. As you get more advanced, you'll learn the different traces and what kind of techniques they're good for. So I'm still again checking my trace. I can see it leaving a trace as I drip it behind, and I'm going to just fill my little molds. This is actually my sample tray. And I feel like for those who are making their first soap or beginning soaps, individual molds can be the best option. It's a great place to start and have fantastic soap that also looks beautiful. Now you're just going to wait a couple days before you unmold these and put them in a cool, dark place to cure for 4 to 6 weeks. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I also hope you enjoy watching beautiful soap being made just like I do.